fellow Thronies. It is 6:35 on Tuesday morning, the Tuesday after the season 6 premiere, and I have had a chance to watch the premiere twice. I watched it the night that it premiered, and I watched it again last night. And after careful consideration, and after spending all of Monday watching other reviews, I decided that I'm going to change my outlook on the show. For two reasons. Number one, I love the Song of Ice and Fire book series beyond measure. I feel they're some of the best books I've ever read. I think George R.R. Martin may be one of the best writers I've ever read, and nothing can compare to him, especially mortals like the people writing for Game of Thrones. Two, I love Game of Thrones, the show. I loved the show before I even knew there were books that that the show was based on. And I'm not going to stop watching the show just because it's not as good as the books. Because that doesn't make it bad. It's not a bad show. It's still a great show. It's the number one show, in the world, in my opinion. And so, when certain things happen on the show, and it makes zero sense to me, or anybody else in the world, I'm just going to look at it like that's just the story and that's how it goes. I'm not going to compare it to the books anymore because I don't want myself to start disliking the show because the Game of Thrones writers are not George R.R. Martin. That doesn't make them bad writers, but, they're off book now. They're doing their own thing. And so I'm going to let them do their own thing. I mean, I can't stop them from doing their own thing, but I'm going to look at it as a whole brand new story. Because I don't want to be disappointed. I waited a year for this. And, let's just talk about it. What happened in Dorne? Even though I don't understand it, and I'm not happy with it, it was still well done. It was still shot beautifully. The music was good. The timing of the sequences was good. It wasn't what I wanted or what I thought should have happened, and I can't make sense of it in my head, but that's what they chose to do. And I'm not going to sit back and have my initial reaction, which was, oh my god, this is so stupid. Why do they even have Doran if they're just going to kill him like this? And Arya Hota, his death made no sense. I'm not going to do that because, you know what? Whatever. It is what it is. I still love this show, and I'm not going to stop watching it. But whatever the reasons, I don't know. I can't call it. I can't. But I gotta separate the two in my head. I have to. Or else I'll just be disappointed. And not disappointed because the show is bad, but because A Game of Thrones is not A Song of Ice and Fire. Dave and Dan are not George R.R. Martin. But I still like them. And I'm still gonna roll with them. Because that's all I got right now. I don't have no books to read, so those are just my thoughts after rewatching and shaking my head. Just gotta let it ride, man. It is what it is. I'm still excited, and I'm still happy it's here. And I still can't wait till next Sunday. Let's keep it moving. Bye, y'all.